Hey guys, welcome back to another Doing It Russ. Today we're going to spend a little bit of time with the Rivian. Yep, I found something here on the Rivian that I may not be a huge fan of over the long term. Why don't you watch this video and see what I do to customize it on my truck. Alright guys, so here we are in the bed of the truck. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Rivian, but one thing that I think over the long term that I may not like is the plastic in the bed of the pickup truck. I know this stuff, if I get in here and I throw stuff in, you know, for example, if I were to throw some of that in or some 2x4s, I don't want to think about it, I just want to do it. But I also don't want to scratch this up unnecessarily. So I am going to try to convert my old Bedrug, which I had in my Ram 1500. I'm going to try to put that into there. All right, let's see what we can do. So first off, for those that don't know, I'll go over what the Bedrug is here in just a few minutes. But first I want to get the general feel of the fit and how I need to cut it down or modify it so it actually fits in the bed. So first off, not a bad fit. But one of the reasons why this is not going to work with the walls is I don't want to cover my lights on the side. For those that we do have lights on the side of the truck, and I think it would just be a big mess if we didn't try to keep. All right, so one of the great things about these Bedrugs, now when I ordered mine, I ordered it with the walls, but they do zipper. So let's unzipper this and let's see how this will fit. Now I know this is not going to be a perfect fit as this is not designed for Rivian, and I know I'm going to have to modify it even more, but if I can at least get this thing started so I can throw some stuff back here, that would be fantastic. All right, let's start with this. Cool. All right. All right, so that's actually a pretty decent fit so far. It fits in the actual bed itself. So I think what I'm going to do is just come down here and I think cut this right here and try to modify that. I might actually have to modify this for it's a couple pieces and then keep cutting it, but I think I might be able to get this thing to work. So yeah, let's start cutting. So I'm gonna have to find a blade. All right, so we're gonna continue to cut right down this way. I'm gonna come over here. Perfect. All right, so now we've got a really nice bed liner. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can't actually get the Velcro where I want it. And then, because I have the storage underneath here, I still have to be able to lift up where that spare tire would go for most people. For me, I really need it to be able to still function. So I'm gonna have probably two parts of Velcro here, and I'm gonna do my best to try to get that aligned and cut that. So we'll work on that next. All right. So I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to cut this line across here. And I'm trying to get this thing lined up the best I can because it's not a perfect shape. And I gotta get through a couple different layers of stuff. Let's see if I can get this lined up. All right, right, not too bad. Let's take a look, guys. All right, yeah, it looks like my my 5-year-old did it, but I think when I get this in here and aligned, everything is going to actually look pretty good. So hang tight as I get this all sorted, and we'll be back. All right, guys, so what I had to do in that part up there, I actually just got a pair of scissors and I kind of cleaned up the cut a little bit, so so it looked like it was intended to be that way. First thing that I want to do is I do have a little bit of Velcro on here, so I'm gonna lift this up. I'm gonna see how those edges are. And they actually look pretty good. They're not rubbing on anything. If I get some more Velcro in there, I think I'll be good. So I'm gonna push this down. And yeah, we're locked in over here. Let's see how we are over here. We're good. Yeah, so far so good. So now what I have to do is I gotta come up here, I gotta cut that same piece. I guess my question is first, before I do that, what does it look like? Yeah, see, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to make another cut, so this way I don't have this piece coming up like this, but we're getting real close now on making this thing work, so more to come. All right, so we're really on to this next part, which is addressing the two different pieces. We really just want to kind of cut a straight line here, and then I think what I'm going to try to do is just have one piece Velcroed here that runs up, because when this comes up, it runs on rollers up here. And I think what I might try to do is actually put something here as well. But look, let's first make this cut. I guess I'm not as worried about this, but everything is going to land on here first. So, so yeah, let's just try to do this thing and make it look nice. All right, so let's see if we can't get that. We're on our final cuts now. We'll do the top carpet type of stuff. Okay, and that part you want to move. So if I come back with Velcro, right, you want that part to be able to give just a little bit. Let's see how that looks. All right. If I do that, I'll have to come back and maybe push that down. It does stick up a little bit, but that's kind of the nature of the beast right now that we're working with to be able to get the protection that we're looking for back here. Now, the question is, can I put a piece here and have it roll up, which I think is going to be the next difficult part that I'm going to run into, because then the next piece is here, and again this piece rolls up on this piece. I'm going to look at now, if I was Bedrug and I was looking to design this, you're going to have to use some of these softer transitional pieces, which would help in this right here. I don't think you need this type of protection in every single place of the truck when you've got all these bending pieces. So you could get one piece in, but I don't have that to work with right now. So with that being said, I am going to have to cut this piece down to size. So this is functioning for the end. So if I were to put this right here, maybe in the middle, cool thing is I've already got Velcro on this side, so now I can come back through and just cut this to size. I think I should be able to use my scissors. All right, so just ran to my local hardware store and I picked up about 2 feet of Velcro. I'm gonna get in the bed of the truck here and see if I can't just get the stuff Velcroed down, and let's see how the stuff works after it's all done. So bear with me. All right, so we got this done, and if I need to go back and add some more, obviously I will do that. Let me get my mic out of the way. I'll do that, but as of right now, that seems like it's down pretty good. See, this is the part that I'm not sure about. I think what I'll end up having to do is cut that off, pretty sure. I'll probably use one of these thinner, looser pieces and see if I can't glue that piece to piece. So all right, well, it took a little bit of work, but I think it turned out okay. We're not winning any awards for best looking truck bed, but in terms of keeping my truck bed from getting scratched up and, you know, just long-term wear, I think this is a pretty good, at least temporary solution. Let's take a look. All right, here we are with the Bedrug modified. All right, I was earlier thinking about I needed something to connect these two pieces with, but the one thing I forgot is the storage area has to come up. So these two things have to stay separate, plus I need enough space that the tailgate can close without a lot of pinching here. Now, the good news is that I have this far enough back that this part here, as you guys know, elevates up on the rollers to make this a 7-foot bed, okay? Now this has enough to ramp up on this and then ramp up on this. So when I go to close this, it looks just fine and works perfectly. I did have a soft piece I was able to overlap up here at the top to give it a little cleaner look, but if you watch, works perfectly. I'm able to still get to the storage, but my main bed area is well protected. Now, like I said, I'm not sponsored by Bedrug. It would be great, Bedrug, if you wanted to send me a prototype for the Rivian. I'd be more than happy to try it on my truck. But I'm also not necessarily recommending that you go out and spend a couple $100s on a Bedrug and then start cutting it up into pieces. I already had it. But if you want to protect your bed of your truck, this seems to be a great solution. Just understand you're gonna have to cut it into pieces. So, all right, well, until next time, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share these videos. We'll talk to you guys soon.